Hey guys, it's Meg. What's up? What's poppin'? Welcome to the podcast. All over social media, we're starting to see people wearing their velour tracksuits and going shopping for a new Juicy bag. But how did this company start out? Because I don't know about you, but I have been seeing Juicy Couture make the biggest comeback this year, and I'm here for it. So the first source we have is actually juicycouture.com, and it is their About Us section, and it is the only thing I took from their website because they did not have a whole history thing on their website like most companies do. But they said that they are a, and I quote, LA lifestyle brand infused with casual glamour and an irreverent attitude. Irreverent? I don't know what my handwriting says. Designed for girls all over the world. End quote. Then it said that they identify as a casual luxury brand with athletic and lifestyle apparel for women, as well as perfume, accessories, and jewelry. And that is from the mouth of juicycouture.com. And that is the only thing I took from their website. Source number 2 we have is 34 Street, but just 34st.com. And it is the rise, fall, and defibrillation of Juicy Couture from January 29th of 2026. And honestly, I looked up what that word meant. That's what they do when they revive your heart. So I think she just meant the revival. She just decided to get a little crazy and use big words with it. But that's okay, we love that. Okay, so she was saying in this article that there's actually a huge difference between the TJ Maxx Juicy Couture, which, and I quote, had it as high-waisted, poor quality, and the Britney Spears, Paris Hilton, and Lindsay Lohan Juicy Couture. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm a TJ Maxx Juicy Couture, a Burlington Coat Factory even, a Marshalls. That's where I got my Juicy stuff from recently. So, this is how the brand started before we skirt. In 1988, Gela Nash Taylor and Pamela Scatz Levy. You know, I probably should have looked up how to pronounce their names. Because is it Gela or Gila? These two women met and originally created Travis Jeans, which was a maternity jean company. Then it said on this website in 1995, apparently with $200 and a line of credit, they pivoted and created Juicy Couture. And it was basically saying that they felt disconnected from their maternity line jeans, so they were like, what else can we create? It said that they wanted a luxury yet casual apparel with a hint of attitude, and then was created the first product, a V-neck tee, which then led to Juicy jeans and then some accessories. In 2001, they created the iconic tracksuit. I feel like everyone knows what a Juicy tracksuit is. It was like in Mean Girls with, what's her name? Regina. Oh my gosh. Regina's mom was wearing one. Like, the early 2000s was very much these velour tracksuits. Hey, what's up? It's Editing Meg, and I can't believe I forgot to mention them when I first recorded this episode. But the Cheetah Girls, so iconic in their velour tracksuits. In 2003, the company was sold to Liz Claiborne from Kate Spade & Company, apparently, that's what I said. But then in 2008, the recession happened, and it took a big toll on Juicy because people could no longer afford it. People were starting to get frugal with their money. So in 2010, the tea was teeing, but they didn't really say what happened, but something happened and the original founders left the company. And then 3 years later, Juicy was sold to Authentic Brand Group. And again, that's everything I took from this website. I wrote so much information down, but now that we're flying through it, I'm like, dang, I was going to do a little Y2K moment at the end of this episode, and I didn't. And now I'm low-key regretting it. Because we are on, this is not source number 2, Megan. This is source number 3. I meant to write source number 3, which is, I can't read my own handwriting. 1 second, because I have no clue what the heck I wrote there. It is bundlex.com. History of Juicy Couture, the rise, fall, and comeback of an LA icon. And this article was also posted this year. It was from January 12th of 2026. Which is why we're doing this episode, because I feel like Juicy is just going to continue to get more and more popular. Now, they actually gave a whole timeline on the history of Juicy Couture. A lot of this information is repeated, but we're just going to say it anyways. So 1989 to 1995, it says the foundations before Juicy. And it had a lot of the same info as the first brand. It was saying that the women actually met working at a boutique together, but their design philosophy was centered on designing for real women rather than runway ideals. I love that. I think more brands need to bring that back. No, because clothes are supposed to fit us. We're not supposed to fit clothes. In 1996 to 1997, Juicy Couture is born. And it was seemed as ironic for the time because the word couture was often associated with formal Parisian fashion. So it was saying that this company was blending glamour with humor. I wanted to look up the true definition of couture, and according to dictionary.com, there was actually so many different ones, but I went with, and I quote, high fashion designing and dressmaking, end quote. In 1998 to 2000, building an LA identity. So this brand was based in LA, and it was perfectly positioned as celebrity culture became huge. So they put like their first storefront in LA, and many stylists were actually buying Juicy for their clients to wear. Then in 2001 became the tracksuit moment. And they said what made their tracksuit different from other tracksuits of the time was that it was sculpted silhouettes rather than boxy sportswear. That's number one. Number two, it had luxe fabrics like velour and terry cloth. And number three, custom hardware and visible branding. So in 2002 to 2004, it said this was the celebrity culture and mass visibility. So tracksuits were worn by celebrities everywhere, to airports, coffee runs, shopping trips, on reality TV. Everywhere you would go, you would see some celebrity wearing a Juicy matching tracksuit set. They were saying that this wasn't, and I quote, untouchable luxury. It sat in a sweet spot as aspirational but obtainable with their prices at the time. Even now, I feel like, let's skirt real quick. I'm going to regret this because I'm going to forget where we are. We're going to go on Juicy's website really quick. And we're going to go see TJ Maxx, 100% obtainable. I think the purse I got from like Burlington Coat Factory was like $12.99, maybe $16.99. So like definitely obtainable. But let's see what their bags go for on their actual Juicy website. Is it still like kind of obtainable? Okay, this bag's 118, 128, 108, 148, 128. That's crazy. This bag for 128, I've definitely seen her at TJ Maxx for like $30, $34. That one's cute. That one's 148. So like it's not terrible. This bag charm's only 30. This one's only 20. Okay. The bag charms, they're $20. I like that one. It's a ladybug. That's how much you would pay at like TJ Maxx. Oh my god, that was a butterfly and a bee. Wait, their bag charms are really cute. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty obtainable. Let's check out their tracksuits. Okay, $119 for the top, $99 for the pants. That's a little more crazy, I feel like. But they're so cute. Ugh, I need a Juicy set. You can also find them at other places, even though according to that girl, they're cheaper materials. But I see what they mean by it being like obtainable. Like, yeah, that's $100. That could probably get you out of a couple jams. But compared to like Louis Vuitton, compared to Michael Kors, compared to Kate Spade, compared to even Nike sometimes, like their prices are not that high compared to other quote unquote luxury brands. So I get it. Going back to our timeline, 2003, acquisition and scale. So they sold to Liz Claiborne, and under corporate ownership, it, number one, opened standalone stores globally. Number two, expanded into accessories, denim, handbags, and fragrances. Number three, became a full lifestyle brand rather than a single product label. I wonder with the rise in popularity if they'll reopen stores, because what recently, within the past few years, reopened after they closed all their stores? Charlotte Russe. So I feel like Juicy could bring back stores and people would actually go into them. Then from 2005 to 2008, this was their peak years, it said. It said that it reached its commercial and cultural peak because logo-heavy fashion was dominant. Tracksuits, logo bags, and embellished accessories were everywhere. Everyone wanted to flash logos. Like, do you remember the Aeropostale and the Hollister tees? Like, everybody was wearing that stuff, so that's why it was good and popular. Okay, so not everyone was wearing that stuff because it was on the pricier side, So not every family could afford to wear it. I know I wanted to wear it so badly to, quote unquote, fit in, but I couldn't afford it, so I just meant it was a trend that many people followed. But then from 2008 to 2010, not only was there the recession that hit, but consumer preferences went from maximalism to minimalism. And that really started to hurt Juicy because it was very bold and out there. In 2013, they sailed to Authentic Brand Group. So they sold to the Authentic Brands Group, and many standalone US stores closed. Then from 2014 to 2018, it was the decline and dormancy. Fashion was still all clean lines and muted branding. Juicy became known for just the early 2000s, but during this time frame, even though people weren't really shopping for Juicy that much, collectors started looking for the older Juicy pieces. In 2009 to 2022, the start of a comeback. Rise of resale culture, archive fashion, and Y2K sparked new interest. All of a sudden, everybody wanted Juicy, but they didn't want the new Juicy. They wanted the old school Juicy. And then 2023 to 2025, repositioning for a new generation. They said that they're leaning heavy into heritage while modernizing its image. New partnerships, updated silhouettes, and celebrity ambassadors have helped with relevancy. And honestly, I see it. Every time I go on TikTok, I feel like I just see everybody looking for a new Juicy bag or trying to collect the old Juicy charm bracelets or trying to get a Juicy tracksuit. And I get it. It's so cute and it's so fun. I remember growing up, my sister and my cousins would have Juicy, and I was so jealous. I wanted a velour tracksuit too, but I was young at the time, so like having bedazzled Juicy across the butt of a pair of track pants, which is not a thing for me. That was considered inappropriate. So I could never own a true Juicy pair. I did have velour tracksuit outfits, but they just weren't Juicy ones, unfortunately. But yeah, I feel like, especially because I feel like headbands are trending, which is crazy. I'm about to make this next statement, but I feel like the cloth headbands, the like one circular ones, you know what I'm talking about, the stretchy ones, those are so iconic with the velour tracksuits of the early 2000s. Like I feel like if you had the velour tracksuit, you also had that headband in your hair. And yeah, that's what I think. I think it's going to become big. I think it's going to become more popular than it has already become. But before we end this episode, we're going to end the episode on an affirmation, and we're going to be using The Magical Messages from the Universe by Alexis Raccoon. So let's cue some ASMR shuffling that's never ASMR shuffling, but maybe one day it will be. I really wanted to use I wish I had an all pink girly set. I do have the Frida one, but I feel like we just used Frida a couple episodes ago. So I didn't want to use Frida again. Plus, the girlies in this would definitely be wearing tracksuits. Yeah, I think Juicy's definitely making a comeback. I'm excited for it. I wish that we had kept our 2000s Juicy stuff. I bet my sister might still have something. What about you guys? Do you like Juicy? Do you not like Juicy? I think it's so... Ooh. Okay. She's coming with me. All right. Cue the drum roll, please. Sorry, I thought we had two for a second. It said... How do I feel like we've gotten this one before, too? Maybe not. I don't recognize the image. Never apologize for being too much. Because no, you're not normal, and that's a blessing. I feel like we might have low-key gotten that one before, but you know what? It's pretty on brand for Juicy, so we're going to leave it. So, the next time that you're scrolling on social media or you walk in the store and you start seeing Juicy again, just know it has some history to the brand. It seems to be making a revival and a comeback, and it's kind of cute. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Hey Guys, It's Meg. You can follow Hey Guys, It's Meg _podcast on Instagram for updates and good times. Come back next Monday, where I can't believe I'm about to say this, for the season finale. How did we already get through 13 episodes? That is insane to me and crazy, and I'm so excited for next week's episode because we're actually going to do a whole episode on affirmations. I'll see you all on the flip side. Peace out, Girl Scouts.